Welcome everybody to another episode of the Max Capacity Show, number 52. We've hit a year.
Right, 52. Oh yeah, that is a year.
That's 1 year. 1 year.
Oh, surprise!
Guy doesn't even know. He just whatever. This is a podcast dedicated to just random topics. We discuss them, we debate them, and usually we don't. We forget, but we just talk random shit about them.
We don't even come up with an opinion. We just talk shit and then we change.
We just talk shit. That's it. I'm one of your hosts, Harv, and with me, Dean.
Hello again.
What's up? Again. Again and again.
I'm always here. You and me.
Yeah,
like Mr.
dedicated, bro.
Actually, Colton texted me yesterday. He's like, "Oh, you're recording tonight? I'll come." I'm like, "No, we're recording tomorrow." He's like, "You bastard."
He texted you yesterday?
Yeah, he's like, "Oh yeah," he's like, "I'm free tonight." I'm like, "Oh, we're doing it tomorrow night," and he's training tonight, so this guy can't come. I was like, "Oh, too bad." Maybe
next week. We'll get him next week.
Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah. How are you?
Good, man. Back to work tomorrow. So the fun is over.
Those weekends, man. Those weekends.
It rained like hardcore up here every single day I was off, and now it's like nice outside. It's not
really.
It's like I always say that. People always say that, but I wouldn't even go outside. I would just be like, "Oh, it's nice outside."
It was like that here too. Like it was raining as shit for the last 3 days,
Yeah.
but today it's been like beautiful. I went for a run today. It was so nice.
Oh, nice. See, at least you did something. I washed the car today. That's about it. Nothing
Something.
fun, man. Other than that, playing little games. I bought like the Gears of War remastered like when it came out, and I really never. I played it once, and then I was just like, I don't feel like playing it. But we started playing through the co-op campaign. It's kind of fun. You should never play Gears 1. Gears 1 had the best story. So been playing that.
I've never played any of the Gears. I do have a 360, but
yeah, but man, you can't use it now because the new one's out. Just makes you feel shitty, right?
Okay, that puts us into our first topic. Let's go into our first topic. E3 recap. So last week we did the E3, what we think is going to happen.
Which we posted on Thursday after you was over.
Which is after everything, but whatever. So let's start with this Microsoft conference. Because I really don't care about EA, and I don't care about
Ubisoft,
because they really didn't do anything that was like, oh my god.
No.
It wasn't...
Sorry.
It wasn't anything, like, in particular that was good.
Nothing.
Or it was good, it just nothing, like, we already knew everything was happening.
Yeah. The only thing I wanted to see was... I wanted to see if they had, like, some gameplay or something for Mass Effect, but I think that game's way too far off.
No, they said somewhere in the fall they're going to have another event, but, like, I don't think it's going to come out to, like, 2018.
Yeah, probably not. It'll probably be, like, a holiday, not this year, next year.
Yeah, I think so, too.
Or 2 years away.
So let's go to Microsoft. So the Slim.
Okay.
That's the Xbox One S.
I just have one thing to say before we start. I watched like a lot of the kind of funny stuff that they put out.
Yeah.
They did a really good job, and
I think they did an amazing job this year.
They did a really good job, and a lot of other people did too. Had some really good content. I've started watching Up, Up, Down, Down.
I want to start watching his things.
Yeah, he's a pro wrestler in the WWE, right?
Yeah.
He's part of the New Day. It's hilarious. The New Day is like the best thing in wrestling right now. I think it's hilarious. But I watched some of his stuff. But like, man, I gotta say, kind of funny. I sent them a tweet today, and you retweeted it. They need someone who isn't like a diehard PS
fan,
because like, man, I like in the past have been fairly biased towards Xbox, but now like I'm just like want cool games, right?
Yeah.
I think Microsoft conference was pretty good. I think they had a good mix of everything.
I think it was a great conference.
Yeah, they had hardware. They had some like good first party games. And I like you and me were texting. I was like, I like how they have like the controller thing, customize your controller. Last year they had Delete. I kind of like that stuff. You don't need it, but it's kind of like a nice addition.
Yeah.
I thought their conference was really good, and Sony, and then Sony's conference was like super good too. It was they both like hit it out of the park this year, I think, right? But
yes,
like, kind of funny guys like literally gave Xbox like, you know, the few hours before the PlayStation conference, and that was it. I feel like they didn't give them enough. Like,
but I also feel like every other person did that too. I feel like a lot of outlets, because Sony went last, and their conference was so good that it overshadowed everybody else's in a way.
Yeah, but I agree with that too. But like, I kind of feel like I have to put like a little bit of a defense up for them because
No,
I feel
that's
like
fine.
I feel like they got shafted, man. I think they had like a really good conference, and they're showing like with that Project Scorpio, they're realizing that not that they're losing. Everyone's saying, "Oh, they realize they're losing." I think they're realizing that they screwed up with the original release, focusing on Connect and focusing on the always online. You know.
Yeah, the new Xbox doesn't even have Connect anymore.
No, you have to buy an adapter for it, which the
Yeah.
Connect is dead. They're never going to release another Connect. It's dead.
They tried.
So like anyway, so I feel like I have to kind of like defend them a little bit because they had a good conference, and yeah, I understand being overshadowed by Sony because Sony like Microsoft hit a 3-run home run and Sony came and hit like 2 grand slams in a row. Like their conference was really good. Game
Yeah.
wise, I don't think it like the whole orchestra thing. People losing their shit about that. That's stupid. It was an orchestra, man. It's like no one gives a shit
Yeah.
about orchestras 99.99% of the time.
But the one thing that was cool about it is that they actually did the score for all the games. So it wasn't like it was in the video or anything, right? It was
Yeah.
they did it on the fly, which
Yeah.
is pretty cool. Like it's an interesting way of doing it. I've never seen that before,
Yeah.
so
It was different. It was cool. I'll give them credit for that. But I mean, people were way too jacked up with that. It's like, yeah, it's really cool, but it doesn't mean like if they had an orchestra and a shitty presentation, like shitty games, it wouldn't have made anything any better. You know what I mean?
yeah, that's true.
Anyway, so I have like a gripe with the Kind of Funny guys because I feel like yes, PlayStation had a really good conference, but I feel like Greg and Colin are both huge PS.
They're PS people though.
They
Because
are.
they've been podcast beyond. They've been doing
Yes.
for like 10 years.
And that's fine. I think that's fine. But I think they should have been a little bit more forgiving to like the Microsoft people. I think they should have spent a little bit more time, you know, not just in all their things talking about like the PlayStation podcast, their PlayStation fucking conference and stuff for so long.
Yeah.
I think they should have threw a little bone because they're not in the PlayStation business. Their YouTube channel isn't about PlayStation games; it's about games in general, right? I
Yeah.
think they did a great job. That's my only gripe. And I get it. Like you said, I get it. PlayStation had a really good conference. No,
Yeah, so-
Microsoft, man, I feel bad for them.
The six or Xbox One S, as they call it, actually looks really nice.
Tiny, man.
Yeah, they should have let off with that from
They
the
should-
very beginning.
No shit.
Like that should have been their system right from the get go,
Dude, I bought a VCR in 2013.
right?
A huge VCR.
And this thing looks slick. It looks small.
Yeah, it's good.
It's perfect.
It doesn't, you know, I don't think people were upset about the, like, it actually just being a square box and PlayStation, the PS4 looking, like, really nice with its, like, cut edges and stuff.
It's just really big.
Exactly. People are like, why is this huge? It's so huge.
Why do we need a system that looks like it takes like 3/4 of my fucking
Yeah.
stand?
If in 2013 they had come out with what they showed this week, right, that box, the no Connect bullshit, it'd be a way tighter race right now, I think.
I think I think it'd be a little bit different too. And plus, there's no brick anymore. It's inside the box.
Like, that's like, my Xbox One's huge, and it's like, whatever. But it's the power brick that kills me, man, because you gotta find a
Yeah.
spot for that huge thing. It's like, holy shit, like, you couldn't fit one in this giant box? Like, it's crazy.
Yeah. No, they also like they had some pretty good games showing, like Gears of War. It looked cool. I probably won't play it because I've never played a Gears game, and I don't like this. Like personally, I don't find the mechanics very interesting for that game. But it looked like a very interesting game.
You have to like the mechanics.
Yeah.
You have to like Gears to buy it. Like for every people who've played it in the past, I think those people will all come and buy it. I don't think they're going to gain like a gigantic new following from it. Though. They
No.
probably will
And plus,
with
it's a
stuff.
different company making it this time, right?
I'm not concerned about that though, man. The multiplayer felt the same.
Yeah.
When I played
I
the beta.
guess the beta was out, right?
Yeah, and that Rod Ferguson guy, he's basically like the other guy that created it. It's like his baby, and like I literally couldn't tell the difference. They did a good job though so far. I'm excited for that game, but you know what though, man? Microsoft didn't have a lot of games that I was like super pumped about. I know they're like going hard about that Scalebound game, but it doesn't intrigue
Oh
me
man,
in the least, man. It
yeah,
looks
that
like Final Fantasy on crack with dragons. It just doesn't look good.
yeah that game looks like it. It even like it started bad and it ended bad, like how they first announced it.
Yeah.
when they first announced the game, I was kind of like, really? I'm trying to find a summary.
I'm trying to find Xbox One games at E3 account. Let's just read this.
Yeah.
I know that they didn't do anything with have they lost the Call of Duty privilege to Sony now?
Yes. Sony has everything day one Call of Duty now.
Oh, okay, yeah. I thought so. I wasn't 100% sure. It's been a while.
Yeah.
That Recore game. No.
That
man.
game.
It looks
It looks budget, doesn't it?
It looks something. I don't know.
The thing is, it's a budget game, but it's only $40. So it's not like it's a AAA tier kind of game.
Yeah, I'm not buying that. That Sea of Thieves game looked kind of cool. Did you ever play Assassin's Creed Black Flag?
No.
There was like parts in it where you were on the pirate ship and you were actually having like pirate ship battles. It was really fun.
This game looks cool. It looks good. It's just like it doesn't have like the longevity of a game though.
No.
Like I if the only way I would play it is if I had like 5 people with me.
Yeah, it'll be the next what was that game with the big creature? It was like
Evolve.
Evolve, yeah.
Yeah. I totally agree. And it sucks that it's Rare making it.
Dude, Rare drops the ball a lot now, hey?
Because I think Microsoft just doesn't let them do enough. Maybe I don't know because give Rare some fucking platforming game or something like that. Man, perfect.
Well, wasn't Rare like all Connect for the longest time? Like they were just like Connect games, Connect Sports, and all that stupid shit no one cared about.
They were a Connect studio at some point.
Yeah,
which really sucked.
Stupid. The only other like actual Xbox exclusives that they announced was, let me get to the bottom. Okay.
There's Dead Rising 4.
Yeah, not interested in that.
No?
No.
I've never played any of the Dead Rising games. I never got to them.
But they look too like just.
They look arcadey.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, they look like an arcade game.
I never played State of Decay, but State of Decay 2 looks cool. I think I might buy it.
That game looks interesting. Yeah, that looks like a cool game.
Yeah, I think you can get, I can get State of Decay 1 with like all the DLC right now for like $20. Might be.
Are you still in the zombie craze?
No, not. I'm not like huge into it anymore, but I think it's slowly dying off.
Yeah.
Whoa. Carrie's
What was
like
that?
yanking on cords and like pulling shit across my desk. Sorry. State of Decay 2. Sea of Thieves, Scalebound. We already said.
Yeah, that demo for Scalebound was not very good.
3, Gears 4, Forza Horizon. I don't like give a shit about games. Oh, hold on a second. What? You also just about pulled that thing down. Okay, anyways. This is the marker. Yeah. Forza Horizon 3, which I don't give a shit about. Dead Rising 4, like you said. Okay, what the hell is this Cuphead game people going off about?
Okay, so this Cuphead game is... It looks like... You remember like the animation of the old Mickey Mouse Steamboat?
Yeah.
It's like that kind of animation. The entire game is like that.
No, oh really?
And when they first announced it, it was just boss battles. That's it. Which I thought was the best thing. And it's supposed to be super, super difficult. Right? It's supposed to be a really hard game.
I'm seeing the art style now. Totally looks like that Mickey Mouse shit.
Yeah, and it's. I think that's one of my and there's one other game that is my most anticipated game for the Xbox. But now they added platforming to it, which I'm like, I'm not that hyped about it anymore. Because I like just boss battles. That'd be just so fun.
It probably got traction, and they're like, "Oh, let's put more into this, so we can charge as like a full game now or something."
It's people started getting pissed off or mad that it's just boss battles. And so Microsoft gave them. I think they funded them a little bit more and told them.
Cool idea, though.
It is a really cool idea. It looks like a cool game.
Yeah. Anyways, other than that, that was it for like Microsoft first party exclusives.
The other game that I'm really kind of excited for might I'm thinking of buying an Xbox One S. Thinking like I'm still on the edge about it, but Happy Few.
Oh. Yeah,
Happy
that
Few?
looked cool actually.
Yeah. That looked really interesting.
They're eating the rat, but it looks like Pinocchio or whatever.
But it's like a Big Brother kind of type thing where they have to eat pills to keep themselves happy.
Yeah, the joy.
Stuff.
You haven't had.
Yeah.
She was like, you haven't had your joy, have you? I'm like, what the hell? Yeah, that was cool acting too.
That looked like a cool game. It's like a nice small indie game too, which is really cool. I like that because like these AAA games, like I'll never get into Titanfall.
Oh,
Right?
So
I'm probably never gonna get into that. The mechanics look cool, like the whole grappling hook and stuff like that, and that kind of shit. The campaign looks dumb as shit.
Fuck the campaign. They just put a campaign in it because last time they didn't.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
felt obligated.
So now they're like, oh my god, people want the campaign. It looks stupid.
I will say, if you want like a shooter, right? You're in the mood for shooter. Don't buy Call of Duty. Maybe buy Battlefield because this new one you'd probably like because it's World War.
I'm thinking about getting the new Battlefield.
But dude, Titanfall's multiplayer is fun as hell. Dropping mechs, it's badass. It's the most like fluid, fast-paced multiplayer game I've ever played.
The one thing I wish they would get rid of in the multiplayer is AIs.
I thought it was stupid, but it there's a purpose to them. They fit.
I guess to give you points, right?
They give you points. Yeah, it adds up. I think they added more humans in this one though. Like it's not 6v6 anymore. It's 8 versus 8 now, isn't it?
I have no idea. I don't know what the specs are on the game.
I don't know, man. I really enjoyed Titanfall. I thought it was fun. If the first game had been released right away, the way that it ended, like with all the updates and shit, not the maps, just the updates, the way they changed things, it would have been way more successful. They kind of shipped out of the box, was a little limited, and kind of a few things that didn't make sense, but they fixed it. This one,
Yeah.
I just ordered today Gears 1 and Titanfall. I'm not, you know, man, I don't buy these limited edition shit anymore. I just buy the straight game.
The limited edition stuff's useless.
Dude, it's like $250 for the Gears of War 4 thing statue with the dude on a bike. Like, I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I'm good, man. So it was $110 after tax for 2 games.
That's not bad.
They were $49 each, so I'm like, that's not bad.
That one demo that they did for Final Fantasy 15 was so bad.
Yeah.
I was like, what are you guys doing, man?
Japanese people are crazy. I swear to God, there's crack in their sushi, man.
Oh, it was that guy that came out for Tekken? You see that guy?
Oh, yeah.
I was like, whoa.
You know what else was weird? The whole Minecraft thing.
Yeah, they keep bringing them out every year.
Yeah, it's like...
Every year they're out.
It's not even an exclusive anymore.
No, it's play anywhere now.
Yeah, so...
Like, it's like if you're on PS4, you're on 360, or PS or Xbox One.
Even at the end, they were like, we'll see you all at Minecon. It's like, why the fuck did you even come here? Like, I don't get it. Microsoft...
It's because Microsoft owns them, right? So...
Oh, yeah, that's true. I guess they do own them.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I said, I think their conference was good, and if you look at it in a whole, from like hardware to some games. And
then Scorpio, right? That was the kicker at the very end.
The kicker, yeah.
Right, so you start off with hardware, which was the Xbox One S, and then you go to the Scorpio to finish off the conference. It was cool. It was kind of like an Apple-esque way of doing it.
Yeah.
Right. But the thing is, like, you're always gonna be in this dilemma. It's like, do you want to buy an Xbox One now? But there's other stuff now that came out of the conference where he said, Phil Spencer said, if you have a 4K TV, then buy the Scorpio.
Yeah,
if you don't buy it.
Yeah. People will buy it anyways, though, right? If they just want like the best thing, the best hardware.
Yeah, people are gonna buy it anyways.
But the good thing that they did do is, I feel like the Scorpio is more of a new generation console. Like, I feel like I don't think they're portraying it this way, but I feel like it's going from the Xbox to the Xbox 360, right? But we're staying in this life cycle. Like, the Xbox One and the Xbox One S is, say, like the Xbox, and Scorpio's like the 360, but instead of like this gap where they don't make Xbox games anymore, everything is just together, right? Like he said, he's like, everything from the Xbox One S, and the Scorpio will all work together. Your peripherals, all your games, right?
Yeah.
So I think they're doing like a console like increment, but they're keeping it in the same like generation.
Yeah, well, the PlayStation's doing the same thing too. But like, this is where they're gearing up for VR. They have to be. Like, this is the only reason to do this. Yeah. In my opinion.
The VR. My prediction is VR will be the biggest thing at Microsoft's conference next year.
Yeah, it'll probably be the partnership between them and Oculus.
Oculus, yeah.
It's gonna be like that. That Oculus fucking thing with Palmer Luckey up the Ubisoft one, so bad.
Oculus is doing shitty right now. Everyone's talking about the Vive, hey?
Yeah, the only thing about the Vive is that you gotta have a room, man.
A huge room, yeah, to set it up.
Yeah, because you have to have sensors in each corner to do it.
So,
in the end, I think I'd give that conference a good probably 8 out of 10. It's a good conference. It's a very good conference. It's something like it's a good time to have an Xbox.
Yeah, exactly. Like I think it's the time now. If you have one or the other, you can buy either or and have like a good library and have fun.
Yeah, because like I want to buy an Xbox.
Yeah.
Right. I was just waiting for games that I want to get, but see these little games are what's getting me.
The indie games, yeah.
Yeah, like Cuphead, it's exclusive, and I want to get Below. Below looks like a cool game too.
Yeah.
And then We Happy Few.
That one looks interesting. Okay, I have 2 final things, then we can move on to the PlayStation. The first thing is I just literally forgot. Okay, I'll tell you my second thing. And then I'll see if I can remember the first thing. God, my head. I was just about to write it down. So, a rumor that I read was that before E3, Sony got wind of the Scorpio being a real thing, not a rumor. And that's the reason why they pulled the Neo from...
I actually think that's completely right.
You think so?
I think so, because that last demo that they had in the PlayStation conference, it really seemed out of place.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Like it's like they just threw it in?
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
See, I don't know if I would have been scared if I was Sony to do that. Because they're marketing it different. They're not saying like, oh, we needed to build another console to be more powerful and to make everyone happy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think from the rumors of what the Neo is that it was more of like, hey, this is to run our VR better.
Yeah.
Right? So I think in that sense, if that is the case, I don't think they should have been worried because I think their marketing is more like, hey, your PS4 can play VR, but this can do it way better. This can do 4K. It won't have any issues. It still plays all your other games. Yada da da da.
Yeah.
Big deal, right? Whereas I think the Scorpio is like a whole new direction, new power, they're talking about teraflops and all that crap, right?
7 teraflops or 6. Whatever
okay,
it is.
So you think, I think they probably did, but I don't really think there was a huge reason they had to, but whatever, I don't work there. Final thing. What do you think about this thing now that it's Xbox Play
Anywhere?
What do you think about that?
Play Anywhere? I don't like it. I think it's stupid.
Do you think it's stupid?
I think it's stupid. That I think that just splits your player base. Like, why buy an Xbox when you can get it for your PC? Because most people play on PC, right? Like, if you have a good enough PC, why even have an Xbox?
Well, yeah, that's something. I just think, to me, it makes it feel like it's not an Xbox One exclusive anymore.
No, they're not Xbox One exclusive.
You know what I mean? Like, I understand Microsoft owns Windows and Microsoft owns Xbox, but I think you need to keep those things their own entity.
Also, the biggest thing is that you can't buy them on Steam anymore either. You have to buy them from the Windows Store.
Well, that's like Origin, EA and Origin, right?
Yeah, but like most of those, well, I guess.
Like Titanfall, you can only play in Origin, so you had to get Origin just for fucking Titanfall if you wanted to play it.
That's kind of stupid.
Origin's terrible. Steve, if I had a company, even if I worked at Microsoft and I was releasing a game, I'd say, hey man, you want to make more money? Release it on the Microsoft platform, but release it on Steam too.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, exactly.
Who cares? You're still gonna make profit. You're gonna make more money that way.
I like it how if you buy it once, you have it on all your platforms. But see, that would be really good if Xbox had like a handheld system, or if they had like another system like Xbox 360 and Xbox One, right?
Yeah. No, I get it.
It would be really good. But like if you put Windows 10 into it, it's like why even buy an Xbox One when you have an awesome PC?
It seems weird. I'm not 100%.
Because you're gonna start playing Halo on PC now. You're gonna start playing Gears of War on PC.
Yeah, but I'm not 100% sure because I haven't done it yet. But I know when I upgraded to Windows 10, there's an Xbox app now, right?
That's to stream your game.
That's just to connect to stream. Oh, okay, so these are their own Windows Store. I can go buy Gears of War for. Okay.
Yeah.
I just wanted to clarify because I wasn't.
But see, once you buy it on your Windows 10, it's automatically on your Xbox.
Only if you buy the digital version. So since I bought a hard copy, I can't. I wouldn't play it on my computer. That feels weird.
Yeah, with your mouse. Well, then you just put your Xbox controller, you connect it.
Use Xbox. But it just feels weird to me. It's like, why would I play an Xbox game and not get the achievements, man? I think I can. It just seems weird to me. It's weird.
Yeah, that's interesting too. Okay.